I'm Ryan Hannon, and I'm here to talk to you about small business and why we should support it. It's very easy to forget about small business these days. With the chains and the big box stores, often our local shops and stores get lost in the shuffle. But small business is still very much alive these days. Just last year, over 25 million small business entities filed with the IRS. These businesses create jobs in local communities and support families. But in order for them to survive, we need to make a conscious effort to support them. I actually grew up in a small business background. My parents have been in the retail business my whole life. They own 2 locations in the Bangor area of Hallmark Gold Crown stores, and I have 2 brothers that own an equipment dealership called Greenway Equipment Sales, where they sell John Deere tractors. In both of these businesses, there's a few key elements to success. One of them, of course, is customer care. Small business is focused on the customer. It's all about coming into a store where we know our product, we have expertise, we have experience over a long period of time, and we deal with you long after the sale as a customer to service you. In the Hallmark business, exclusivity is a big part of their business. In order to get a Hallmark card, you need to go to a Hallmark store. Nowadays, that isn't necessarily the case. Now, you have Walmart and Walgreens carrying Hallmark cards, so we need to adjust our business in order to keep customers coming back. In Greenway Equipment Sales, it used to be that in order to buy a John Deere tractor, you had to go to a John Deere licensed dealer. And that, of course, created the image of a higher-end product because you had to go to an experienced dealer. Nowadays, you can go to Home Depot and Lowe's and buy a John Deere tractor, and that kind of dilutes the market, and it tends to hurt their dealers that have been loyal over the years. Now, as you can tell, those are both pretty good examples of how big box stores have moved in and significantly affected small businesses in the area. My professor, Steve Adam, once said he knew it was the downfall of the American businessman when GE was replaced by Walmart as the largest employer in the U.S. Currently, Walmart employs over 2 million people, and 90% of all people in the U.S. live within 15 miles of a Walmart, and 8 cents of every U.S. dollar spent is spent at Walmart. So as you can tell, they have quite a monopoly, and they are quite a presence in the U.S. And although they're not the worst thing in the world, they do tend to hurt communities. And I'm not saying don't shop at Walmart. They're somewhat of a necessary evil. They're going to be around. I'm not saying don't run in and get your paper products, your paper towels, grab a gallon of milk, or what have you. When it comes to specialty items, you can benefit as a customer and you help your community by shopping at a small business. For example, buying your kid a bicycle. Go to Walmart, yes, you may save some money initially, but there's not going to be someone there who knows the product, who can service the product. You go to a local shop, a local bicycle store, you're going to deal with people who know the product, know bikes, have been selling them for years, so know the brands, know the components that go into it. And if that bike breaks, you're going to be able to bring it back there and have them repair it. Say you're buying new tires for your car. Of course, you can go to Walmart, but you're not going to be dealing with mechanics that have been in this area. You're not going to be supporting local families. You're not going to save that much over time. Another example, of course, is buying a lawnmower. You go to buy a lawnmower at Home Depot or Lowe's, you're not going to deal with people that have been in the profession for a long period of time. They're not going to be able to service your machine. They're not going to know about the motor, all the other components, and which ones are more reliable. Same thing with cards. If you're going to buy a card for a friend that you haven't spoken to for a long time or trying to reconnect with someone, make the extra effort to go to your local store where you're going to have people helping you to find the right product. So in holiday season, I hope I can remind all of you to consider shopping local and know that when you do spend money at a small business, all the profit is staying in your community, and you're really reinforcing the American dream that people can be passionate about something and make a life of it. So shop small business whenever you can.